Welcome, class of 2024. I'm Mr. Leicester, principal of Piscataway High School, your new home for the next 4 years. These last 7 months with our global pandemic, COVID-19, have been very difficult for all of us. For the first time in our school's history, we will have to open up in a remote environment. Like many of you, I'm very disappointed in this fact, but I completely understand this has to be done in order to keep our students and staff safe. We will get through this together. As you enter this fine institution of learning, the expectations are extremely high. Your next 720 days of high school will go by faster than you ever can imagine. Believe me. First, I need to be clear about a few things. I'm going to clearly define our jobs as educators, and I'm going to define your jobs as students. Our jobs as educators will be to provide our students with every possible avenue, venue for them to be successful. Our job is to encourage you, challenge you to do great things. Your job as students will be to come to school, whether remotely or in person, prepared, ready to receive those challenges and do the best that you possibly can do. High school is going to be tough, but it's only going to be as tough as you make it. We have great teachers, great facilities in the process. We want your success. We need you to be the best person that you can possibly be. In closing, this school year is going to look a little different. That's okay. However, you are now a part of the we, and we make Piscataway High School a great place to be. We're all in this together. We will survive. We will do great things together. Again, welcome class of 2024. I cannot wait to see each and every one of you. At this time, I would like to introduce to you your grade level assistant principal, Miss Joy Fisher Griffin.
Greetings, parents, guardians, and students of PHS freshman class of 2024. Welcome to PHS. Welcome to Piscataway High School. Welcome to a high school experience that our parents and grandparents have never experienced. My name is Mrs. Joy Fisher Griffin, and I'm excited to be your assistant principal. I had the privilege of working with the class of 2020 from their freshman year through to their senior year, and it was such a rewarding experience to watch them go from freshmen walking in the hall, lost and confused on an A day or a G day trying to find their classes, to seniors leading every academic club, sports team, and organization in our school. It was just awesome. In this year of first, in a world of remote learning, I'm excited to watch you learn and grow and navigate this new high school experience with that same success. As a parent of 3 PHS graduates, I know that our staff provides a high-quality education, preparing our graduates with the skills needed to graduate and to navigate life. Each of you has already proven that our students can leave school on Friday and transition to full remote learning in a matter of days. While the transition was yet difficult, in times of trouble, you assessed, adjusted, and adapted. We hope you're refreshed and ready to go because our staff have been learning and trying new things this summer just to prepare for this new educational experience. Families at the high school level, in addition to a counselor, we have an added level of support to help you navigate as well. Mr. Elmani Viney, he is our Dean of Students, and he and I are just an email away. For our students, we also have a new freshman seminar program. The program will give incoming freshmen insight on academic and personal demands that are associated with the high school program. The program provides students with the opportunity to work closely with faculty and a team of upperclassmen who are just an email away to answer their questions. This teacher mentor team can offer advice on self-management, building relationships, resolving conflict, preparing for college and the workforce, and or just to guide our freshmen to the right resource to help meet their needs. Communication is key in high school, and we want our students to be connected to those who can help. Technology, as we know, is crucial. All freshmen will be issued a new iPad this school year as we enter our third year of iPad integration at the high school level. We are big users of Schoology as our means of communication where students and parents can request access to class pages. This access keeps you up to date on class assignments and activities. Students also use Schoology to gain access to the staff, their Dean of Students, Mr. Viney, the counselor, the freshman seminar group, the class of 2024 cohort, and a host of how-to online resources and all of the school announcements right at your fingertips. Technology played a big part in our high school experience prior to COVID and the quarantine. But the use of technology is even more important as we enter this new virtual learning experience. If you have any technology challenges or concerns, please direct them to Mr. Viney and I. Technology is an amazing tool, and in all our excitement to use it, we do like to remind students and our families that this is a tool we expect students to use responsibly. All of your user agreements, acceptable use policies, and device insurance information can be found online on our district website. Our grade level counselors, Mr. Viney and I, each post one day a week on Schoology. Our messages can be written in a video format with a little music. You know, as administrators and as counselors and deans, we do like to have fun too. We also utilize our phones, Genesis, and Zoom on a daily basis to communicate with families. With nearly 25 years experience as an educator, I'm learning new things in this remote world, and I'm all in, and I hope you are as well. So if you've been feeling kind of down about our new normal, I want you to rethink the possibilities. Yes, this is a new experience. Yes, it's not high school as we imagine, but you and I, we are about to make history. And as we enter your freshman year under unprecedented circumstances, we're going to experience this and do this with excellence. We're navigating uncharted waters. Please also note that we also offer an amazing support team through the Haven. If ever you need a little motivation or just someone to talk to, we have a counseling staff and team there. Because this new life can get a little overwhelming. You know, I know we have the best and brightest students, supportive families, and very talented staff. So I'm excited to see how we will all assess, adapt, and adjust, creating new experiences for you, the class of 2024. Together, we can ensure that the class will have a rewarding, memorable high school experience. We can do it. You can do it. We can do it. We've got your back. Welcome to the land of black and gold. Respectfully, Mrs. Fisher Griffin, for short, just call me Mrs. Griffin, your assistant principal, class of 2024.
Hi, my name is Noelle April. I'm the supervisor of special projects, and I get to talk to you about Freshman Seminar, which is a new and exciting course at the high school. We are providing this course as a support for students as they transition into their freshman year at high school. It can be a really, challenging transition. There's new expectations and procedures, a greater level of independence. And also students are leaving their sources of support within the school setting in middle school and having to build new relationships and a new support system within the school community at the high school, whether it's navigating a new physical environment or virtual environment that also adds to the challenge of the transition. So Freshman Seminar is to support students, to build relationships, to let everybody know that they are important and they're an important part of our school community. We are going to focus on relationships, not only through course activities, but through mentors. We have 11th and 12th grade students who cannot wait, are so excited to start building relationships with the freshmen. These students are going to participate in activities daily. We have about 2 students for every section of freshman seminar. They are going to run games, activities, facilitate discussion groups, and share their experience and perspective. One of the things that they're looking forward to is sharing with freshmen all the things that they wish they knew when they were freshmen. The freshman seminar initially is going to focus on some really practical things, like what are the resources and activities and clubs and opportunities that are available, and how do students access them. What are the procedures and expectations? We're also going to help students to look at different tools and strategies for academic success related to time management and study skills and test prep, and helping them to determine what works best for them, because everybody's different. Students will also learn various stress management techniques, and we'll talk about coping and emotion management and communicating emotions effectively. We're also going to help students to explore their values, what's important to them. They're going to develop goals and be able to reflect on those goals on a regular basis to celebrate successes and determine what additional actions they can take to achieve what they're hoping to achieve. We are also going to delve into social justice and what are the issues and events, past and present, that impact us, our family, our peers, and others within our community. Then students are going to have the opportunity to take all of the things that they've learned, and they're going to be able to impact change within the school community. So you get to determine what's important to you as a student at Piscataway High School, and you get to put together a plan of action, use your voice, and create and impact change within the high school environment for the better. This course is pass-fail. There is no homework. Yay. We really want you to focus on what's going on during course time, and we really want you to enjoy the activities and to learn a lot from all of the things that we have planned. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, and we'll see you in September.
At this time, I would like to introduce to you the supervisor of the College, Career, and Personal Guidance Department, Ms. Teresa Edmondson.
Welcome, class of 2024. I'm Mrs. Edmondson, the supervisor of the College, Career, and Personal Guidance Office. As a proud alumna, I'm excited for you to be here for your high school journey. During your 4 years at Piscataway High School, you will be assigned one of the following counselors who are working with the class of 2024. Ms. Purnell, Mr. West, Ms. Fraticelli, Mr. Kiang, Ms. Martelli, Mr. Rashusin. There is also a student assistance counselor and HIB specialist, Ms. Rogers. You will have interaction with one of these people throughout your time here, and if necessary, Ms. Rogers can help with substance abuse as well as any harassment, intimidation, and bullying. How will your school counselor help you through your time here at Piscataway High School? They will help support you with your academics and educational planning, your college and career planning, as well as social emotional supports as needed. Academically, they will help support you with your course selections, educational planning, understanding graduation requirements, help provide you with academic help resources, work on your study skills, help you learn how to advocate with your teachers, help you monitor your grades and understand your GPA, as well as review your transcript every year. Your high school transcript keeps track of all your academic successes every year, as well as your credit totals and your graduation requirements. College career planning happens through our online support system called Naviance. It's used all 4 years of high school, helping you with your career interests and personality assessments, learning styles, as well as college planning, teacher recommendations, and when you're ready, scholarship searches. Some of you may already have a Naviance account from middle school. If not, don't worry about it. We'll get you on as soon as we can. At Piscataway High School, you have the opportunity to visit some college admission representatives who like to come here and share information about their schools. We will provide you information about college fairs, as well as present you with opportunities to hear from some military personnel. Social emotional support, when necessary, could be through the form of helping you with problem-solving techniques, coping skills, helping you work through your emotional struggles, stress management, support in social relationships, and help you learn positive self-advocacy. For this school year, 2021, we will have a semester block schedule. That's a little different than what we've had in the past. Semester 1 will run in the fall, and you will have 4 classes. Semester 2 will run in the winter to the spring, and you will have a different 4 classes. A sample freshman schedule is here. Semester 1, this 9th grader will have English, world cultures, physical education, lunch, and French. Each one of those classes is worth 5 credits. Semester 2, this sample freshman will have biology, freshman seminar, geometry, and creative drama. Each one of those classes are worth 5 credits, earning this student a total of 40 credits at their end of their freshman year. Students will need to have earned a total of 125 credits before they are permitted to graduate from Piscataway High School. What's the best way to virtually connect with your high school counselor? School counselor has Schoology courses where you should look for important communication from your school counselor. You can direct message your school counselor through Schoology. You can email your school counselor through their PWAY email address. And your school counselor will be posting opportunities for group interaction virtually.
At this time, I would like to introduce to you the 11th grade assistant principal, Dr. Maria Chetta.
My name is Dr. Maria Chetta, coming at you on demand from my office on the 2nd floor in the Anthony Building, otherwise known as the D Wing. I'm going to take my mask off so you can see and hear me a bit better. I'm going to talk to you about a couple of different topics to help you get acclimated to Piscataway High School. So let's get started. A little bit about me and what I do here. I was the teacher for 16 years. I taught history, sociology, economics, and a course called Freshman Foundations. Now, as an assistant principal, I have different tasks and responsibilities. I have a couple of them on the screen for you to look at. I'm not one to read my PowerPoints to folks. But if you ever have a question about any type of testing we do here, or what middle states might be, or how home instruction works, I'm the person you come to. I also work with 4 of the departments in our building and their chairs and supervisors. Today we're going to talk about the difference between middle school and high school, some ways that you can manage your coursework while you're at Piscataway High School. What is a course like? What are the ways we communicate with one another? Who your specific sport team is, and a little blurb on standardized testing. So you may have heard others say that middle school matters, but high school counts. And the reason for that is because there are 2 different products that come out of each experience. In high school, you earn a diploma. In middle school, you are promoted. And part of that difference has to do with your credits that you earn for the courses you take. So for you to earn that high school diploma, you've got to earn 125, at least 125 credits, as well as pass a specific graduation assessment requirement. And those requirements are set by the state. So right now I'm hovering over the hyperlink where it says high school graduation, and you'll notice that this document is on our website underneath the counseling channel. On that site, specifically that page, you'll also find the state requirements for graduation. You might be saying, Dr. Chetta, why are you talking about graduation? We didn't even start high school yet. You have to begin with the end in mind. Where are you going? And plan backwards. You need to know these items, because the more you know, the better decisions that you will make. Courses, they vary in credits depending on how much time you are in that seat in that course. And really important is that last bullet right here. You earn credits by being on time to your classes, as well as earning a passing grade or higher. Another thing that's really important for you to know is that every marking period or quarter or semester, everything counts. And that's not to imply that it didn't count in middle school. But you have to attack your classes in high school with a consistent level of focus, participation, and work ethic. On this screen, I've got a screen grab of the chart you will see on our website regarding your graduation requirements. This is also important for you to plan. For example, you know you have to take 4 years of English and 4 years of PE. Pay attention to this column right here. If you're looking to go on to college, you want to look at those colleges that you're most interested in and find out, what do they recommend in terms of the courses I take in high school to be accepted and thrive at high school, at the college level, excuse me. Notice here that financial literacy is required. And this last column here are the different types of courses you might take. Now, on our website, we have an entire course catalog that'll help you start to figure this out. But this work is done with your counselor, who is your advocate and your helper for your 4 years here at Piscataway High School. Maybe I should clear those annotations. What do you think? All right. So managing your coursework. A healthy body leads to a healthy mind. Now, this might be nothing new for some of you, and for others, it might be really good strategies that can help you succeed here. This is from research that I have read about. This is not from just my brain. This is from the brains of many experts. You definitely want to set a consistent bedtime and wake time. Even as an adult, I need to do that. Definitely want to drink at least half your weight in ounces a day of water. Let me show you my water jug. People laugh at me, but I don't care. I make sure I get my water intake in. Should ask to see Dr. Ritchie's gallon of water he brings to work every day. No, don't ask him. Let's see. You definitely need to do this bullet right here. Spend at least 20 minutes outdoors every day. Get that sunlight. Be in nature. Some other really good strategies. Have a space at home, especially for the beginning of the school year when we are in remote learning. Have a space at home that works for you. Make sure your devices are charged. Have all your supplies ready. Definitely use a planner or a calendar, whether that's on paper or using your device. Make sure you take breaks. Above all, make sure that you look in the mirror every day and you tell yourself, I am worthy, I am loved, I can do hard things. So let's talk about the rigor of high school courses. Yes, expect to do at least 1 to 2 hours worth of work beyond your school day, about 5 to 6 days a week. You definitely want a consistent daily schedule. Adhere to due dates, but make sure you keep the lines of communication open with your teachers should anything occur on a personal level that you need support with. Sooner is better than later in terms of communicating with them. Right here, reviewing your class notes and activities on a daily basis is extremely important. I personally use this rule in college, the 30/5 rule. Actually, I did 50/10. So what does that mean? Set a timer for 30 minutes. Get to work. Move the phone away from you. Focus on what you're doing for 30 minutes. When that timer goes off, set the timer for 5 more minutes. You have a 5-minute break. Get up, move, check your phone. When the 5-minute break is over and your timer sounds again, go back to work. Repeat the cycle of 30 minutes on, 5 minutes off, until you're satisfied with the work that you've produced and you're done for the day. Like I said, in college, I used 50 minutes and then a 10-minute rule, a 10-minute break. It was extremely helpful. All of this, remember, is prep for college, career, and beyond. Habits and the discipline that we put into place for ourselves is key to creating a life of success and one where your dreams can become reality. So communication, let's move my window. It would be really great if we could have all of our families please sign up for Schoology. We do most of our communication on that platform. Schoology is a learning management system, and it's perfect for everything we need at this moment in time. There is a chain of command in high school that we want you to be aware of, and we would like you to work with us in following. If you have a question about class or concern, please start with your teacher first. Have conversations with your teacher via Zoom conference or email or phone call. You could even see if you can have your question answered from a classmate first. Send the teacher a message via Schoology. Set up a meeting time for you both to speak. It's really important to start there. If you have a general question about high school, a question about high school in general rather, emailing your counselor or sending them a message on Schoology works really well. You will see that there are other folks who are part of your support team when I move on in the presentation. Oh, perfect. Next screen. Every single student at Piscataway High School has their own support team. You have your classroom teachers, you have your counselor. Each class has a dean of students. There is a secretary to each of the assistant principals that work with each class. So for example, I am the assistant principal for the class of 2022, our rising juniors. Mrs. Sanchez is my secretary, and she is one of the support folks and helpers for our juniors. Mr. Calvo is the dean of students for the class of 2022, and then each student in the class of 2022 has a counselor. So that's 4 people who will be your core team of support for 4 years. So let's talk about your class of 2024. You have your counselor, your specific high school counselor. You will have a dean of students, Mr. Viney. You will have Mrs. Riale. She is the secretary to Mrs. Griffin, your assistant principal for the next 4 years. Solid team right there. Solid team. And they are your go-to people, your helpers, your advocates. Again, following that chain of command I spoke about a little bit earlier, where you start with your teacher or your classmates, and then you move forward if needed. There are also supervisors and department chairs for each subject area. They come into play as well when working with your classroom teachers. Now testing. Due to the pandemic, and part of the reason why we're not in person with the freshman orientation program is the same reason why we're not really sure what the standardized testing schedule is. It's TBD, to be determined. Again, let me hover over this hyperlink right here. There are graduation requirements for the class of 2021 and 2022, but the graduation requirements for the class of 2023 and beyond have yet to be set. Traditionally, the window for testing is in April and May, and that's the New Jersey Student Learning Assessment. We also give the PSAT every October. It falls in mid-October. This year, again, it's also to be determined based on what occurs with the COVID-19 pandemic. Currently, our advanced placement exams are scheduled for the first 2 weeks in May of 2021. Any questions about testing? Please feel free to send me an email or call my office. I want to end with some affirmations as we move into distance learning. We are all in this together. We will figure it out. We are here for you, and we are so excited to meet you in person. Thank you. Have a great day.
At this time, I would like to introduce to you the 12th grade assistant principal, Mr. Jonathan Bazell.
Hello. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome the class of 2024 to the Piscataway High School family. My name is Jonathan Bazell, and I am extremely proud to be the assistant principal for the class of 2021. Today I'm going to speak to you about safety and security in our school. Every student is required to be in possession of their current Piscataway High School identification card while on campus. We will inform you when and how the students will receive their IDs at a later date. The students begin arriving on campus at approximately 6:55 a.m. and the late bell will ring at 7:15 a.m. Students will be given the opportunity to become familiar with the campus and the various traffic patterns. When arriving to campus in the Patton lot, please follow the traffic pattern and drop the students off at door 14. If you are utilizing the Anthony lot, please follow the traffic pattern as well and have the students use door number 2. The dismissal time for students is 1:45 p.m. and at this time, all after-school activities have been canceled until further notice. If there is any change, you will be notified in a timely manner. Piscataway High School has 12 security and safety officers on campus that are eager to assist the students and be a positive force in the building. Welcome to the class of 2024.
At this time, I would like to introduce to you your Dean of Students, Mr. Elmani Viney.
Welcome to the class of 2024. My name is Mr. Elmani S. Viney, and I am your Dean of Students. And let me be one of the first to also say, welcome to Piscataway High School. So today I want to go over a few things. My role, as well as other critical and key information you need to navigate successfully your first year at Piscataway. So let's talk about my role. As your dean, you may think, discipline. Well, that is true. But I want you to also know that I am here primarily as a support system to you. Anytime you have a question or a need, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My objective is to help you make this the most successful year of your life. Now, here's some other critical information that you need to know. First, the student handbook. If you go to piscatawayhighschool.com and you click on the student link, you'll be able to access the student handbook. There is all the information that you need to know about the way to succeed throughout your freshman year. But I want to point something out that's very important, and that's attendance. Right now, as you know, we are in a time of remote learning. So know that our attendance policies may get revised during this time. But in the meantime, recognize that if you are absent for any reason, please call the office in the morning. Have your parent call the office in the morning. Also know that you have 10 days to submit a note. So those policies are still in effect. Now, the second thing I want to go over with you is remote learning. For many of you, you already have your devices. But for those of you that are in need of a device, recognize that we do have them here at the high school. You will have to sign an end user and usage agreement. That's just to make sure that the devices are taken care of. Once you have those, you'll be all set and ready to go. Along with that, and this is for everyone now, let's talk about your online remote learning community. Of course, we have Zoom, but along with Zoom, your true learning community will be Schoology. Now, this is critical, so I want every single one of you to hear me. Like any community, whether virtual or whether you're in school, we have a level of expectation of how you hold yourself. So just remember this. How you would be expected to hold yourself behavior-wise in school is how we expect you to hold yourself online with the online community. Please know that any forms of vulgarity, bullying, intimidation, or anything else that is seen as inappropriate will be addressed in the appropriate manner by us here at the high school. So please be aware of that. Okay, so now the last thing. As you all know, succeeding is not just about succeeding academically, but it's also about personal development. And at times, you may have days where things can become challenging. We want you to know that we have a program here at the high school known as the Haven Program. That program is here to help you with any social and emotional challenges or needs that you may have. Just go online, click on counseling, and scroll all the way down and you can find out more about the Haven. Okay, so I've gone over a lot. And yes, we know we're right now in a time of uncertainty with virtual learning. So here's what I want you to do in closing. 1, take a deep breath. 2, recognize to take everything one day at a time. Number 3, know that it is okay to not know everything. And as a matter of fact, it's okay to know very little at this time. Make it a point that when you find yourself in a challenge, to ask questions. Your teachers, the vice principals, the counseling staff, and myself, we are here for you. Other than that, I'd like to just say once again, welcome to the class of 2024. Welcome to Piscataway High School, and I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you in the near future. Take care.
My name is Elijah Matthews, and I'm an incoming senior at Piscataway High School. Things that helped me remain successful between March and June with the virtual learning is that when my teacher assigned an assignment, I would get it done before the due date. If the due date was tomorrow, I would get it done the day that it was assigned. If the due date is next week, I would get it done maybe 2-3 days before the due date. So that way you can remain punctual, so your work won't be late, so you don't get a failing grade or get points taken off because of late penalties. Another thing that I did is that if I wasn't sure about a topic or what my teacher would assign, I would either search it up on YouTube, do Khan Academy if it's like math, science, or English based, or I would message my teacher on Schoology or send her an email, because the teachers at PHS, they're lovely people and they're always there to help you no matter what you need, whether it be emotional support or whether it be educational support or even just advice. They're always there. Another thing that I did is that I read a lot of books. I studied, because those things help you gain knowledge that isn't in school. Books always helps you. Doing your own studying really helps, because you're able to look at different topics that interest you and maybe even find out what you want to do with the rest of your life after high school. Thank you for watching. I really hope this was helpful.